Michelle are podcast's most interesting and loving couple. Join them every week as this radio personality and this author come together to let you into their lives.
Hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
From the wise words of the MAGA mannequin.
We're going to win with every single facet. We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning.
That's disgusting. This can only go downhill from there.
I love that clip so much. And I just want you to know we're winning as a podcast.
Okay.
Okay, we're winning. And we're going to win so much, we might even get tired of winning.
Okay.
We're going to win so much, okay?
If you say win again, we're divorcing.
We're winning, and I think we're doing an incredible job winning, and I want everybody to know that we're winning. And so I want to thank the listeners
Oh, okay.
for putting us over 1,600 downloads.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Ever since we started this project. We started this project in September, and we missed several episodes, and we missed some time. But just 23 or 4 episodes in, and we've reached over 1,600 downloads, and I'm just so excited, and I'm so happy.
And we really are thankful. Like, you guys have really shown us lots of love and support, and, you know, the interaction has been crazy. People reaching out to us about episodes and what they liked, and, you know, asking us what's next and what they can expect for the future and wanting to be a part of the show. It's been amazing.
And so I just wanted to stop down and thank you because it's moments like these and it's bits like this one we're about to do that, you know, there's some intrigue there. People are still intrigued about spouses killing their spouses.
Well, and we find so much stuff like, and it's real life news. We just go, we look for it, and then people come to us like, is that real?
We're like, these stories sell themselves.
Yeah,
like, we're not making stuff
it
up in order to have content. The good thing is, and this is why we thrive doing a podcast in 2022, the internet is here. And every story from every little fucking town in America, we can see.
Yeah.
And then we get to report on these things. You know how much harder it would have been to do this type of podcast with these type of bits in like the 90s?
Oh, yeah. it would have never worked.
It would have never happened, right? None of these stories would have been available. But a Pennsylvania man who appeared on TLC's 90 Day Fiancé, shout out mama, Happily Ever After is the name of the show, is now listed on the United States Marshals 15 Most Wanted list.
Ooh, good job, sir.
According to People, Michael Anthony Baltimore, 39, is wanted for assault in addition to the death of Kendall Jerome Cook and for violating his parole. Baltimore allegedly shot and killed Cook and injured another victim, Anthony White, at the GQ Barbershop in Carlisle, Pennsylvania in May 2021. Cook was a barber featured alongside Baltimore on the 90 Day Fiancé show. So they were on the show. People knew about this guy.
Oh.
Wow. Michael Baltimore poses a serious threat to the community, U.S. Marshal Service Director Ronald Davis said in a statement to CBS News. By placing him on the 15 most wanted list, we have made his capture top priority of the U.S. Marshal Service, police said. A personal conflict arose between Baltimore and the victims that resulted in the shooting. Baltimore allegedly threatened Cook for several months before the deadly shooting. In addition to Cook's murder, Baltimore faces charges of attempted murder, aggravated assault, and possession of a prohibited firearm, U.S. Marshals officials said. Baltimore also has warrants in Pennsylvania for other charges, such as aggravated assault, strangulation, fleeing and eluding, and state parole violations from a prior aggravated assault conviction. Jesus. He's 6 feet tall, weighing 215 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. Authorities advise that he is violent and he is considered armed and dangerous. The public should use caution and not approach him. You know what's so funny about when they put that in an article, in a news article? You know how many 6 foot, 215 pound guys there could be walking around
and you know,
with black hair who might be armed but is not Michael Baltimore?
My thing that's so funny is like you have to get a certain amount. You have to get so close to them to identify that you're calling in the right tip
Right,
on the right person.
yes!
So,
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's like, how do you know? But a $39,000 reward is available for anyone with information that leads to his capture, funded by the U.S. Marshal Service, and they are offering a $25,000 reward for his arrest also, and an additional $14,000 is being offered by. Okay, so the $25,000 plus the 14, and that's by the ATF.
This always messes me up because lately, I've come across a lot of stories of like behind the scenes sexual assault allegations about Netflix shows and people from, shows like this being arrested and it makes me wonder, like, what kind of background checks are y'all doing before?
What's the vetting process? Because the reality is, I've done a couple, and it's not even anything bit major, but I did auditions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For shows like American Idol and for The Voice and stuff. And they don't make you do the background check there, but they definitely collect a lot of your information in order for them to eventually run one, I believe. You know what I mean?
And it makes you think about people like, the dating game killer and like, old people who were on these shows and made these big appearances and then they're criminals.
Yeah, man, the dating game show killer, man, always trips me out because that happened in the 70s.
Yeah.
When he had already killed people, Randy Alcala. And look him up if you've never heard of this guy before, the dating game show killer who had already committed a bunch of murders. Yeah. He was a serial killer. And the woman who went out on the date with him or won to go out on a date with him ended up turning down the date because she noticed that there was something creepy about him.
Yeah.
And when you watch the episode with that information in mind, you'll see exactly what the hell she was talking about, and it makes complete sense. But you're absolutely right. What's the vetting process for these shows? And these shows are being run. What blows my mind is these shows are being run by huge TV conglomerates. Okay,
yeah.
This is TLC. Okay, and they have plenty of money to do background checks on these people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's an odd thing, and like, there's no way that a TV producer today is struggling to find somebody who's willing to be a dumbass on TV.
Truth, yeah.
So I feel like the vetting process should most definitely be stringent if it means, you know what I mean?
And it's not even just for violent crimes, because look at all these, like, Real Housewives who end up going to jail for, like, money laundering and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there has to be something
or
more.
DUIs, because they have so much money. They can buy alcohol.
Yeah.
Right? Like, this is not about just violence. Like, there's so many other broken laws that, that this person can commit. And if you see a similar history, even if it's not violence, obviously something's off about this person. Something. You can't get 50 DUIs, be still out on the road, and think this person's going to clear up.
Right, and you can't be fighting somebody in your living room in front of a camera, and then when somebody accuses you of fighting in public, you say you're not violent.
I'm not violent. Yeah, no, that's bullshit. And, I don't know what I was listening to recently, but it was an interview about reality TV or just like the things that these producers do. I think it was a producer who was in the business, and she was being interviewed, and she opened up about how, yeah, they don't feed people at a time. They like wake them up at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning on these shows where they pack people in houses and stuff. And so now you're irritable, you have no food, and now they give you a bunch of alcohol on set. So now you're causing all these fights, you're emotionally reacting, and that's how you get. But if it's in you, it's in you.
Yeah.
Because a respectable person, even if the check is fat, is going to be like, y'all ain't feeding me, y'all giving me alcohol so I can produce these reactions that are not even real. You know what I mean? Like, then nah, I'm cool. I'm out. This is not for me. And I think there's a lot more respectable people that would turn away a deal like TV than we think. I believe. I
mean, of course there is. Look at all the people. I mean, even if they don't get offered, look at all the respectable people who don't get opportunities to be on shows because they're too clean cut.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I tell people this all the time. There was a period of time I wanted to be on the Bad Girls Club. And everybody was like, Michelle, you're not ratchet enough for the Bad Girls Club. Like, you're too wholesome to be on the Bad Girls Club. Except Terica had faith in me, but not the good kind of faith. Terica just knows I'm like a little crazy.
Yeah, Terica wanted your downfall a little bit.
That's false.
No, so she could rescue you.
I know.
And tell you that she's your best friend.
I know. It's so we could like go in there and bust heads together.
Yeah.
She was still savage at that time. Like that was still the time in Terica's life where she wanted excuses to fight because she is still a savage. So I think that's why she wanted me to be successful on the Bad Girls Club. But she was like, Michelle, you're too honest. Like you can't.
You know,
on them clubs, like, on them shows, and be honest with the people that you be fighting just because you have to protect your own opinions. I was like,
speaking of Terica, she has to be on the show soon. She's a hit.
Yeah,
you know, we had her on the second episode of our podcast ever, and you know, people who have binge listened the podcast, heard her episode, and they're like, "I love your sister. I love your wife's friend." And so I really think we need to definitely have her on soon to just talk with us. You know, just sit in on a Fatal Attraction. I know she loves those. And
we do. Look, listeners, harass Terica at All Things LaDawn across all social media platforms. Tell her to go back on It Goes Down the DM.
Yeah, allthingsladon.com or at allthingsladon, LEDAWN, right?
Yep.
On social media. Harass her about coming on to Down in the DM. All right?
Yeah.
And don't tell her we said it. Say it because you want to hear her.
Or tell her we said it.
No, don't tell her that.
She'll call you.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't call us. Hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
So I wanted to bring this to you and just ask you as a woman, because as we've had conversations before, and I know that a lot of times you've disagreed with my stance on the fact that women happen to be born with a lot of privileges that men don't get to be born with. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And vice versa. I think there's a lot of things that men obviously have as privilege. It's just a gender thing, right?
Yeah.
Every gender comes with their set of privileges and things that they get right out the womb. And so my biggest thing that I've always wanted to highlight the difference of, especially with a beautiful woman such as yourself, and where you think this comes from, is getting flued out. Okay. Do you think that you would ever put yourself in a position to be flued out before you got married? And
to be what?
Flued out.
What the hell is that?
You don't know what flued out is?
No.
That's when like a superstar or like somebody with a lot of money flies you out to go see them.
Why wouldn't
you know
it be
it's like a booty
flown?
call? No, it's flued.
But that's not correct.
Regardless whether it's correct or not, that's what it's called. I mean, don't argue with me about the semantics of what it's called.
I just like
that's
like,
not.
You just
I didn't.
Kept saying flued out, and I didn't. And I'm thinking the whole time, does he mean flown?
No, that's how they call it. I'm not making it up. That's how they call it.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
that's definitely a privilege that women get, right? You're pretty enough. You talk to the right guy, and you're on a plane for some nasty sex and a booty call, and then he's flying you back home. We always heard about the car booty call, but the flight booty call is definitely very popular today.
I mean, yeah, it's popular, and it's always been popular in a way. Mm-hmm. As transportation advances, but the reality is too, it's hard for me to have these conversations with you because when we disagree on this, we disagree to such an extent of we just finally.
But it's
agree.
not about. I'm not trying to disagree or agree with what you're saying or have a discussion. I'm more so asking you how you feel about the idea of getting flown out by someone, and is this something you would have taken an opportunity to do in your single life before you got married?
I mean, possibly, yeah. What's the difference between someone flying you out and somebody paying for your Uber if you don't drive?
I think it's on a different status.
I mean, it's on a different status,
Most definitely.
But at the end of the day, it's the same.
It's the same in that the end result is the same. How you get there is not. And I think that speaks to, I think there's an appeal that comes with somebody who has a lot of money and who is able to fly you out to just some random person, and I guess that speaks to who you are, right? Like, you look at the minimal side of it where it's just like, well, I look at being flown out as being the same thing as getting into an Uber and getting paid for to go to somebody's house to get some dick. But I think that's because you don't really care about fame, I guess. You don't really care about the money.
I mean,
there has to be some care about the money.
Well, no, and I guess that's true because for me, it's ultimately I don't really care about the money or the financial wealth aspects of it. If I'm flying to get banged out or I'm getting Uber to your house so I can get banged out, the end result is I'm getting banged out. It doesn't, for me, I'm doing it because I want to get banged out. Because look at situations where people get flown out to places and get to the hotel and they get the phone call oh, I'm not going to be able to show up, babe. Enjoy the room. Be on your plane again tomorrow. Then you still got to entertain yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's different for me because the end result is different. But also it's different depending on the person. Men are more likely to have multiple mistresses, whereas women are more likely to have a full-blown ass affair. So then the pool boy is getting flown out on a private jet with the security, and then the pool boy becomes K-Fed. You know what I mean? It's different for women because women typically, when they seek to have those kind of relations, they're looking to fulfill an emotional need first. And so men who
and they're also open to be receptive to it. I know men would feel very uncomfortable if a rich woman, now don't get me wrong, there are dudes who like sugar mamas, but if a rich woman said to a man who was making his own money, hey, I'm going to put you on a jet, come out here tomorrow and fuck me, that would never happen.
That's not true. It depends on the man.
I would say never. I won't say never.
It depends on how much money she has.
It's a rarity. A man is not going to take it, though. I feel like a man's not going to jump on that opportunity. I feel like for integrity's sake, he would probably try to pay for his own flight at least.
No, I think a man will try to make it look like he's not jumping on the opportunity. Look at Sierra and Future's relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Her net worth was always worth more than his. So you would hear about her going shopping, and maybe taking his kids or his baby moms, and then he would buy her a $50,000 car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he tried to make up for the fact that there was a clear status difference in how they spent their money. He tried to cover that up. So I don't think it's that men don't jump on that. It's that because of the society we live in, if a man jumps on being taken care of, it's messed up because if a man jumps on being taken care of, then he gets judged as oh, you're a pussy or whatever. And then if a woman does it, she's a gold digger. But the reality is, if you want to spend your money on me and you know who I am and you know at the end of the day, like, your money doesn't mean anything to me, keep spending your money on me. Like, it doesn't hurt me for you to spend your money on me.
And do you think, are you talking from your perspective?
I'm talking from my perspective. I'm talking for even a man's perspective.
And I'm only asking just because I feel like in that moment, I think women care more about the money. Like, a man will never really care about a woman's money. Right? That's why you mentioned just a little bit ago in a scenario, you're like, oh, dudes will have several mistresses and a chick will have a full blown out thing. Because that man is cared about for his money. You get what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't care if another woman brings a lot of money, because at the end of the day, that's her money. She's going to use her money. Now, if she decides to use it on him, that's one thing. But the reality is men are not going to look to women for money.
And I mean, that's true, and especially in these circumstances.
Right.
When it goes back to the circumstance of a man flying you out, a lot of times, unless that's the relationship you have, unless it's a long distance understood relationship where, he flies you out to see him.
That's not a long distance relationship.
No, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Unless it's a relationship that you have, and a man is genuinely flying you out to see him and spend time with him, then obviously he's not caring about you or the money or where that money comes from.
Right.
For men, the caring starts to happen based on the category that they put you in.
A woman in.
Yeah,
yes.
So like if he sees you as a potential partner, then
he's going to start treating you different.
Treating you as such. But if you're just somebody he's flying out for a booty call, then you're
going to be treated as a booty call. Yeah. Yeah, 1,000%. I love these conversations with you. I know you hate them with me, but I love these conversations.
I do. I mean, I love you and I love talking to you, but you hate women.
I don't hate women.
Okay.
That's not a narrative we need to throw out there. Okay. I love women. I'm just a realist. I'm also very much so a realist.
You believe that women only can trade pussy and cooking tips.
I think they can do a little bit more, but like that's about the extent of it. I'm kidding. Don't do that.
No, he's not.
No, don't do that. The time has come, and it seems like we've gotten some players that have been studying the game.
Oh, yeah. We have our friend Joseph and Saida today. Hi, Saida.
Hi.
Hi, Joseph.
What's going on?
So I'm really excited for this. We're going to do throwback 90s for them. But before we get into that, let me tell you who they are. So, Saida, yes. You are a part of Blind Professionals Network. Can you tell us about that really quickly?
Yes, I can. I am the founder and executive director of Blind Professionals Network, BPM, and we provide employment services, workshops, and trainings for blind and visually impaired. So anybody who is in need of any trainings or employment services, reach out to Blind Professionals Network. In the website, it is just blindpronet.org. And
that's
they can sign up in all of our services.
blindpronet.org, correct?
Yes. And all of our services, everything that we offer is completely free to any blind or visually impaired individual.
Fantastic. And
very
Joseph, cool. Together you and Saida do something on Facebook called Blind Table Talk. Can you tell us about that real quick?
Yes, that's Blind Table Talk is our platform where we're just allowed to have all topics in relationship. It's an open forum discussion type group. So questions are being sent in. We allow people to pose questions about whatever topic you would like, and conversations get started from there. So there's a lot of thought-provoking type of conversation in there, and some inspirational things as well.
That's fantastic. We will share those links with you guys in this episode. But let's jump right into That's My Jam. Honey, give them the rules.
So the rules are as follows. Round for round, you both are going to get a song clip. It's 2 to 5 seconds long. Immediately after the song clip, You're going to get 5 seconds on the clock to give us either song title or artist. Song title or artist, if correct, will give you 1 point. If you give us both song title and artist, we're going to ask you if you want to go with song title or artist. You let us know which one you're confident with. If you get it wrong, your opponent has the opportunity to steal. They are going to have 5 seconds on the clock if they say yes to wanting to steal, to give us song title and or artist, and we move on with the game.
All right, Joseph, you're going first. Here is your first song.
Yeah, that's not the one. Saida, you want to steal?
Yes.
Okay, 5 seconds on the clock. Let's go.
If you want it, tell it. Oh, damn, I don't remember the name of the song. If you want them? No, I don't know.
No.
I know the song.
So close, honey.
I know.
Give her the song title and artist.
If you love me.
Yes, that's what it. Yes, I do.
See, he took the part I knew I would have.
Yes. Yes. I knew the song. I just could not remember the name.
Okay. I just didn't remember that little piece of it.
That one little piece, huh? That's it.
Had it been any other little piece, it would have been all right.
That one little piece. All right. Still on round 1. Saida, are you ready for your first song?
I am ready. I'm ready.
All right. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay.
Joseph, you want to steal?
Brown sugar.
We can't give it to you because you didn't say yes. But that is
correct.
Yes, it sure was. Oh my gosh.
So you have to say yes to stealing, and then we're gonna give you 5 seconds on the clock. It's okay. It's okay. It's still anybody's game. Joseph, you ready for round 2?
Babe. That's a good one.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready.
Here's your next song.
Nobody can see.
Oh, it's Joe.
Joe is correct.
Joe is correct. Don't go anywhere else. Don't go anywhere else.
Yeah, don't ruin it. Oh God.
This is all the things your man won't do.
Yes,
Joe.
That is correct.
I should know my own song. You know what I'm saying, right?
Okay.
I hate this man.
We will accept either song title or artist. So Joseph, once you said Joe, we will accept that. That was correct.
Cool.
Right.
Saida, you ready for round 2?
I am.
Here's your next song.
Find you, I pack my bags.
Is that what's his name? Cool.
No. You want to steal,
Joseph?
Yes.
5 seconds on the clock.
Wasn't Avant?
That's a good guess, but it's wrong.
That's a good guess.
This is Destiny's Child featuring Next, If You Leave.
Oh, you play the part. Now you play the part we know. Okay. Yes. Okay. I got it. Okay, I see y'all ain't playing with us today. Okay.
They came out with the big
Yeah,
guns.
I see it. I see what they're doing to us. I got you.
You better get you one though, baby.
I know, babe. I know.
You gotta get yours because
You gotta get your one.
All right, going into round 3. Joseph, you ready?
Let's rock.
Here you go.
No. Was that Mary J. Love?
No, it was not.
It was not.
Saida, you want to steal?
Baby.
5 seconds on the clock.
You're
say
so
yes.
fine. Yes. You're so fine. Yes. I know the song.
That's okay.
Honey.
God.
You're making me high, Tony Braxton.
Tony
Tony
Braxton.
Braxton. Yes, that's what I was trying to think of. Okay.
I heard that run. I was like, oh,
What
man.
round is this? What round is this? I'm not.
We're still in
We're
round
in round
three.
three.
We're
This
still
is
in
round
round
three.
three. It's okay.
I'm not gonna be this other. I'm not doing 16. I'm sorry. Come on. I'm ready.
She says she's ready, honey. Give her next song.
Babyface.
Babyface is correct.
Y'all don't want.
Yes. I remember that. That's the Family Matters one. I remember that from Family Matters. Okay, gotcha. I got it.
She said, you taught me something, Urkel. Something.
Yeah, exactly.
Something. Yeah, exactly. All right.
All right, you guys are finally both on the board. Joseph,
Okay, yes.
you can pull ahead here. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Here's your next song.
Saida, you want to steal? 5 seconds on the clock.
Yes. What? Freaky with you.
Very close.
So close. Honey, give him the song title and the artist.
That one is called Freak Me Silk.
Silk. Oh shit! I should have just said silk. I should have just said silk. Okay. All right.
It's
yes.
okay. It's all right.
I had silk in my head too.
All right, yo.
It was that one little piece of the song that messed
That
you
one
up.
little piece again, man.
That
That'd have been any other one.
Can I ask a question though? If I say the name of the song and the title, if I have one of them right, will I get it?
Yes,
Or
if you give us either the artist or the song title,
Okay.
we will accept
good.
one or the
So
other.
I should have said silk because I knew it was silk. Okay, got it.
But it's okay. We're still in round 4.
I know. We're still tied, right?
You're still tied. Are you
1-1,
ready for your
right?
next time? 1-1.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Here we go.
Here you go, Saida.
Escape.
Oh,
Get your shit off, Saida! Get your shit off!
Come on, Saida! Hey!
This is Work Me Slow. Escape.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. All right.
All right.
Let's get it.
You ready for round 5, Joseph?
Let's go.
Here's your next song.
You ain't know that I be macking.
That's. God, dog. Oh, look.
No, that's not it. Saida, you want to steal?
Yes.
5 seconds on the clock.
Case.
Case is correct. Come on.
3-1.
Saida pulling ahead just like that, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. This is amazing.
This
All right.
is
I gotta get
amazing.
me too.
Saida, are you ready for your next song?
Yes, I am.
All right, because it's still your turn, girl. Let's see if you can get 4. Here's your next song.
Tomorrow morning, I'm hitting the dusty road.
Babyface.
That's wrong.
Joseph, you want to steal? No.
The Tony Rich Project.
Yes, it was. Which was
Nobody
produced by
knows.
Babyface. So it was Babyface's Peoples. Yes, okay.
It's okay, Sadie. You're still ahead. That's what matters.
I know, yes.
Going in around 6. Joseph,
Okay,
you
let's
ready?
Let's
Come on,
go.
give
Here's your next song.
Hold me now.
That one was.
No. Saida, you want to steal?
Yes.
5 seconds on the clock.
Watch, I know this song.
Boys to Men? No, it's not them.
No, because I was gonna say Boys and Men.
No, it's not.
You should have won the title.
Me to say I'm sorry.
Yep.
So hard for me to say I'm sorry. Yep, I knew it. I should have. Right. Yeah. So hard.
This is As Yet.
Yes. So hard for me to say. Okay, I got it. That was a dumb one. I forgot that one.
I thought you were gonna go title, and I was rooting for you because you said
I was
it
singing
too.
right with it. I know.
You ready for your round 6 song?
Is it me?
Yes.
I'm me. Yes, come on.
All right, here's your next song.
Start my mission, leave my residence.
Shit, I know this one.
Joseph, you want to
Joseph,
steal?
you want to steal?
Yes.
5 seconds on the clock.
I know.
Raheem.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Eric B.
Honey, give it to him.
I think it's Rakim. You know?
Yeah, it is Raheem. Yeah.
I think that we should
Okay.
give it to him.
You think so?
I think we should give it to him.
All right, we'll give it to you.
Then I just have to see if I got pulled. Studio, for some paid in full.
Okay, baby. I think it was
Rakim.
Rakim.
I'm like over here with
It's
the beat. Like,
Rakim
I'm like,
and
I know
Eric
this
B.
beat. I float on this beat like, oh my
He's
goodness.
like, what'd you say, Raheem?
Yeah, you
He
know
said
my
Raheem.
cousin, so-
Let me tell you why.
Isn't he an R&B singer?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Let me tell you why I told him to give it to you though, only because you threw that Eric B in there at the end, and I was like, oh. I would have felt like that you were so confident. Okay. Whew. All right. Going into final round, 3-2. The only people who have done worse than y'all are Precious and Shane.
Yeah, it's
So,
all good.
like, it's fine.
Okay.
At least you got one.
Real talk.
Joseph,
Okay.
are you ready for your final song?
Let's go.
Here's your final song.
You and I.
Is that 112?
No, it's
No.
not them. Okay.
Saida, do you want to steal?
Do you want to steal?
Yes.
All right, 5 seconds on the clock.
Slim.
112? What did you say?
Is
Did you
it-
say 112?
Are you playing the same game?
This is our wedding song.
This
In
is
my
our
life
wedding song.
with you. Eric,
Oh my
Benet, and Sophia.
No, you. And let me tell you, wanna know what the problem was? In my head, I kept saying,
Just a
don't
little
say
bit.
112. I kept saying, don't say 112.
That was
And
the
as soon
only
as I said,
problem?
don't say 112, it came out loud. I was like, what the hell did you just say? I
Yeah,
didn't
you
even
said
know I did
112.
that.
I thank you.
I know.
Yeah, I thank you. Whew.
I'm like, give me my last
Joseph's
one.
like, I want a chance again to say another person since she said 112.
Nah, I just
know.
ain't trying to be beat that fast.
I,
3-2. That's good.
and note to self, stop talking to myself because sometimes it comes out loud. So,
Bro, that's
Yeah,
what
you
they
might
got
say the
us
wrong
to.
thing around somebody
Right,
someday. It'll get you in
exactly,
trouble.
right. Mhm,
All right.
Exactly.
Nah,
Saida, your final song is here. Are you ready for it?
Yes, I am.
All right, here is your final song for That's My Jam.
What the hell you talking about?
Yeah. Joseph, do you want to steal?
yes.
All right, 5 seconds on the clock.
Genuine.
Genuine is correct.
Genuine is correct. Final warning. Rest in peace to Aaliyah.
All right, get your O-O's off.
Oh, okay. I see. I hear it now. I hear it. What's the score? Are we tied?
Y'all are tied. But we
3-3.
do have a tiebreaker round, though. It's called the quick
Okay.
spin. Honey, tell them about the quick spin.
Oh, no, not a quick spin.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So the quick spin, we're going to play you a short burst of a song. The only way to answer or buzz in is by saying your name. If you say the answer of the song, it disqualifies the song, and we have to move on to another one. This round is available for 2 points. If you give a song title and artist, you can pull ahead with 2 points. If you give us either one, you can also, and it's correct, you can also get 1 point.
Okay.
You have to say your name to buzz in. You guys ready for the quick spin clip?
Let's go.
Yes.
Here is your quick spin clip.
I don't.
It's not going to happen.
All right.
It's not going to happen. I think we end in a tie today. Curtis Blow.
I would have never got that. I'm like, where? I couldn't even think of anybody to
That's
make
my
up
jam. A couple ties.
I just sound like Curtis, that little bit. I'm telling you, that little bit.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you. Listen, thank you guys so much. 3-3. It ends on a tie. We are congratulating Joseph and Saida for showing up to That's My Jam today. Remember, check them out, blindpronet.org, and you can also find their Facebook group. It's called Blind Table Talk, and we'll make sure to link it in the description of this podcast episode. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank y'all, man. Thank you for having us. It definitely was enjoyable.
You're welcome.
All right, so let's get to, of course, the final thing we always do on our podcast. It's tradition. It's unpopular opinions. We share some unpopular opinions with you that we feel are pretty unpopular.
Yeah.
And if you agree, you're great. Welcome to this side. And if you disagree, yeah, exactly. If you disagree, stay over there. It's fine.
Yeah.
We can stay apart. Honey, what's your first one?
No, you go first.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. Honey, how do you feel about picnics?
They're racist.
Okay.
What? They are.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Well,
I'm just glad. Does that mean you like them? That you don't like them? I don't know.
I'm not a fan of picnics, though.
Okay. So I'm just so glad. I just didn't want to say this one for fear, like, you're like, oh, I love picnics. And because I would fake it for you. But picnics are probably the worst way to have a meal.
Oh, yeah.
The worst.
So it's already bad because you're eating outside, and then you want me to eat outside on the ground.
Yeah, while I sit on the ground.
Yeah, that's...
And then not only that, like, it's the preparation part for me. That I have to spend all this time and wait till we walk to an area to sit down, lay some shit out, and act like we're going to really enjoy the bugs crawling on us.
Well, no, and, let's back up.
And the grass marks.
Let's back up to the walking part, because let's establish most people who want to have picnics want to have them at, the top of a mountain peak.
That's what I'm
after
saying.
a hike. I got to work up an appetite walking up the mountain, and then I'm hungry again when I get back down because I got to walk the same distance back.
Oh, that's so real. Oh, my God, that's so good. What's your first one?
So my first one is probably going to make all parents hate me, and it's that the phrase "as soft as a baby's bottom" is so cringy.
That is aggressive.
It makes me uncomfortable when people use that phrase.
Oh, that's so good.
This is as soft as a baby's bottom. Why are you?
Why are you talking about a baby's bottom like that? Why did that come to your mind first?
Yeah.
Why is that a saying? That is crazy. I'm sorry. Listen, hey, to all my friends, all my guy friends who like pro wrestling, yeah, it's garbage and you're a man child.
You're an asshole.
You're a man child if you watch a bunch of grown men. Look, I understand the art of, you know what I'm saying, fighting. You know what I'm saying? And how that can be a sport.
Yeah.
UFC, it's real fighting, right?
Yeah.
Boxing, I've always understood the need for boxing. Boxing is dope. I love boxing. Pro wrestling is trash. Trash. Thank you.
You're welcome. This one, I don't know how you're going to feel about it.
Uh-oh.
Because you're kind of an asshole. But I will say, even for me, and I like being early guarantees you nothing. You don't get faster service because you're early. It doesn't guarantee you the first spot in line. Just because you got there at 7:55 and the place you're going to doesn't open until 8 o'clock doesn't mean that
let me in!
That you're entitled to somebody helping you as soon as they walk in the door. Stop acting like that. It's crazy.
And then my last one, eating food super fast is the best way to enjoy it. First of all, I don't really like the time that it takes to really sit down and just eat food. I enjoy food so much, but I hate the time it takes to eat it. And so when I eat it, I just enjoy it. And I just take it as a moment that is going to pass on, that I don't really have to sit down and really fucking cherish.
Let me tell you, Danny hates eating so much. And don't get me, I love my husband, and he knows I love him, but it fucks me up that for a heavier set dude, he hates eating food the way he like he thinks that eating is a waste of time. So it took me a while to realize within our relationship that he slowed down eating for me because I eat slow. So one day I realized, like, oh, you're eating slower. And he was like, yeah, I'm eating with my wife. And I was like, oh, I didn't know you had it in you. So, like, slow down. Oh, my God.
It's so funny because sometimes your memory blows my mind. Like, the fact that you remembered that story is great. You've been sitting on that.
Yeah.
That's so good. All right. Give me your last one, honey.
All right. So my last one for this week is just be confident is bullshit advice. like, if I'm getting ready for something, a speech, and I'm nervous, don't tell me just be confident, you asshole. Like, that is some bullshit advice. Stop being out here telling people to just be confident. That's crazy.
Oh, my God. That's so funny. Tell us unpopular opinions you hold by using the hashtag DITDMopinion all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. We'll find you there.